The reunion stage had always been messy, but nothing prepared the cast, the crew, or the fans for the moment Rasheeda finally snapped and swung on Yandy. 1 second it was screaming, insults ricocheting through the air like bullets. The next second it was chaos. Rasheeda's hands flew, her voice cracked in rage, and in front of the cameras, in front of the entire world, she crossed a line nobody thought she would ever cross. The audience screamed, security swarmed, and producers froze as if lightning had struck the studio. In those blurred, frantic seconds, the crown of Atlanta fell, and blood rushed in to replace it. Yandy didn't even see it coming. She leaned back in her chair, smirking calmly, letting her silence do the talking. And that composure was a dagger slicing Rasheeda open all night. But rage has no patience. Trembling, Rasheeda went too far. Her nails scraped, her fists landed, and suddenly there was blood. Real, raw, undeniable. The gasps from the audience weren't just shock, they were horror. This wasn't love and hip-hop scripted chaos. This was darker. This was dangerous. A security dragged Rasheeda back, her arms flailing. Her voice cracked with fury as she screamed, she deserved it. She had it coming. The camera zoomed in on Yandy, clutching her face, her body trembling. The silence in the room was suffocating. Even Carly Red, usually the first to laugh at drama, covered her mouth whispering, "Oh my God. This is too much." Erica Mena had tears in her eyes as she shouted at the producers, "Shut this down. She's hurt." The producers didn't know what to do. Ratings screamed in their ears like dollar signs, but liability screamed louder. They rushed toward Yandy, begging her to sit still, ordering security to clear the set. Somewhere in the chaos, someone called for an ambulance. Sirens were already blaring in the distance. When paramedics entered, the cameras kept rolling. They always did. Reality TV feeds on blood, and now they had it. Yandy, pale but still composed, whispered through clenched teeth, "I'm fine. I'm fine." But her body told a different story. Her hands shook. Her lips quivered. Her eyes blinked to slow. Fans watching from leaked live feeds were already panicking. Twitter exploded within minutes. Pray for Yandy started trending worldwide before she was even lifted onto the stretcher. Rasheeda, restrained but still screaming, tried to flip the narrative. "She's faking. She ain't hurt. Don't let her play y'all." But her words bounced off the silence like stones sinking in water. The image of Yandy being rolled out of the reunion set, her face swollen and her body strapped down, burned into memory forever. Fans didn't see acting. They saw a woman hospitalized because her opponent couldn't handle the truth. Backstage, the cast was unraveling. Scrappy paced back and forth muttering, "This gone too far, man. This ain't TV no more." Erica Mena went live on Instagram, tears streaking her face. "They let it go too far, y'all. They let her get hurt for ratings. This ain't entertainment, this is real life." Carly Red whispered to producers this could end the franchise. But the producers knew better. They weren't watching the end. They were watching rebirth. Messy, bloody, scandalous rebirth that would make headlines worldwide. Outside, flashing ambulance lights lit up the Atlanta night as Yandy was loaded inside. Fans crowded the studio gates with phones raised, screaming, "We love you, Yandy." The sirens wailed as the doors slammed shut. And in that moment, the war wasn't just on stage anymore. It was in the streets, on the timelines, in every living room tuned into VH1 inside the ambulance. Yandy stayed silent. Cameras weren't allowed, but whispers leaked fast. A medic claimed she kept whispering one line under her breath. "Respect lasts longer than ratings." That leak spread online like wildfire. Fans turned it into captions, tattoos, TikTok edits. Her pain became her crown. Meanwhile, Rasheeda sat in a cold dressing room, security outside her door. She paced and ranted, screaming betrayal. "Y'all made me look crazy. You protect her while you bury me." But her words felt empty. Even Kirk, silent as always, couldn't look her in the eyes. He sat in the corner, arms folded, his silence heavier than any insult. That silence told the truth. Rasheeda had crossed a line nobody could erase. By midnight, blogs had posted emergency updates. YouTube thumbnails screamed in capital letters, "Rasheeda attacks Yandy. DNA drag turns violent." Instagram was flooded with edits of Rasheeda's trembling rage against Yandy being wheeled out. TikTok turned her stretcher moment into a meme of survival. Twitter was ruthless. Hashtags exploded. Rasheeda is over trended with clown emojis, while Pray for Yandy climbed the global charts. V1 tried damage control with a weak statement. An unfortunate incident. But fans dragged the network for letting it go that far. Erica Mena doubled down. They wanted this, y'all. They wanted blood for views. They got it. And now Yandy's in the hospital by dawn. Paparazzi packed the hospital lobby. Fans lit candles outside with signs reading "Justice for Yandy" inside. Her family demanded privacy while producers begged for footage. They wanted the blood turned into ratings gold. But even strapped to a hospital bed, Yandy held the power. She refused cameras. She refused to let her pain be spun. That refusal made her even stronger. Whispers spread in the waiting room. Some said Yandy had a concussion. Some said she might sue Rasheeda. Others claimed VH1 might suspend her permanently. Nobody knew the truth. But everyone knew one thing: the reunion had gone too far. Rasheeda, isolated in her hotel, scrolled through comments flooded with clown emojis. "You ended your career tonight." She hurled her phone across the room, screamed until her voice cracked, then collapsed in tears. Pride had fueled her attack. But pride had also destroyed her. And as the internet crowned Yandy queen from her hospital bed, Rasheeda realized the crown she fought for would never sit on her head again. But pride never dies quietly. She whispered to Kirk, eyes swollen with tears flickering with fire, "They won't bury me. I'll come back harder. Watch me." Another storm began to form. They dissected every screenshot, pointing out inconsistencies and calling them Photoshop desperation. Hashtags shifted again, fake receipts, and Rasheeda trended deeper in the mud. While she screamed, Kirk stayed mute, his silence another coffin nail. Paparazzi caught him walking alone, head down, no word spoken. Memes plastered the picture with captions, "The man she ruined her crown for." By midweek, fans held justice for Yandy posters while reporters swarmed the hospital. When Yandy's husband finally stepped forward, his voice was steady but sharp. "This went too far. My wife came to work, not to bleed. If the network can't protect her, then we will." That statement detonated headlines. What was a reunion scandal turned into a courtroom war. Behind hospital doors, Yandy sat up slowly. Bruises visible, her voice calm and lethal. Respect lasts longer than ratings. No attack, no lies, no hands can take that away. 15 seconds of footage and the culture shook. Fans called it the hospital McDrop. Memes crowned Yandy. Hospital McDrop. Memes crowned Yandy, the queen of composure. Celebrities reposted. Activists quoted. Tattoos inked her words. Meanwhile, Rasheeda spiraled. She posted a selfie, still standing. Still the queen. The comments shredded her. "Queens don't swing hands, queen of humiliation." The harder Rasheeda defended herself, the more control she lost. Even her loyal fans walked away. The cast fractured. Erica Mena refused to film with Rasheeda. Carly Red teased footage of the uncut fight. Scrappy warned the reunion was a producer setup. Suddenly, it wasn't just Rasheeda versus Yandy. It was cast versus producers, truth versus ratings. And through it all, the only image that endured was Yandy, calm in her hospital bed, whispering respect lasts longer than ratings. She didn't swing. She didn't scream. She didn't beg. She let the truth outlast rage. But Rasheeda wasn't finished. Alone in her hotel, swollen-eyed, muttering to herself, "They think I'm done. They think she won." But this ain't over. By weekend, Atlanta convulsed. Lawsuits loomed. Bloggers circled like vultures. Fans demanded accountability. Inside the hospital, Yandy was discharged, bruises faint but her head high. Cameras flashed. She walked out stronger than she walked in. That image alone went viral. Across the city, Rasheeda's brand collapsed. Deals pulled. Comments drowned in clown emojis. Allies abandoned her. She went live again, shouting, "They want to cancel me over one mistake. Yandy's been dragging me for months." Her voice cracked with desperation. Instead of sympathy, fans mocked her meltdown. TikToks captioned, "This ain't queen energy." Old clips of Kirk's scandals resurfaced. DNA drama, hot tub messes, three-ring era. Memes laughed, "This is a man she ruined her crown for." Even his silence was weaponized. Knew when Yandy dragged him. Knew when Rasheeda fell. Knew when his brand collapsed. His ghost-like presence deepened her humiliation. Meanwhile, Yandy became the people's queen. When she recorded another 15-second video, bruises faint but her voice sharp. The internet froze. Respect lasts longer than ratings. And truth will always outlast lies. That clip dominated every timeline. Rasheeda, watching from her hotel, screamed at Kirk, at producers, at her phone, "I built the show. I carried Atlanta. They don't get to erase me." But the truth was undeniable. She hadn't been erased. She erased herself. Every move since the slap only proved what fans already knew. Pride destroyed her. Rumors swirled of charges, suspensions, VH1 dropping her. Every day, hashtag cancel RASHEDA trended alongside clips of Yandy's hospital statement. And in the shadows another storm brewed, whispers of a flash drive with unseen footage. Nobody knew who held it. Some said a producer. Some pointed to Carly Red, others claimed Rasheeda's own camp. Whatever the truth, the bombshell trended for days without a second of footage. The season closed on one haunting image: Rasheeda, walking alone into the Atlanta night, sunglasses hiding swollen eyes, muttering into her phone, "This ain't the end." I'll burn it all down before I let them bury me, across the city. Yandy sat quietly with her children as the world outside chanted her name. She didn't scream. She didn't swing. She didn't beg. The crown was already hers and everyone knew it. Hers and everyone knew it.